said, it ain't about money.
Hello and welcome to this episode of rad10juan. And for this episode, I think it's the 10th episode. Yeah, it's been a while since I posted one of these. Not as long as the one before, number 9. And I just want to say thank you for all the views and for the comments and the likes. I read through them. It means a lot. Yeah, it's really nice that, I'm like not the only one who has these ideas and thoughts. And it's nice to know that like something that I say resonates with people. And that does mean a lot, because I do these because I don't really have like anyone to really talk to about this. So me talking to myself and like letting it all out kind of helps me. So thank you for lending an ear. Yeah, just a short intro, and let's get straight to the first track.
Haven't had a second to breathe in months. Just ignored my dad, and I ain't feel bad. Your hands locked in mine. San Francisco for a while. Leaves hang off of the stone wall. We lay in bed with our coats on. We can't find our lungs, but the cold air keeping us both calm. CVS running out of masks. Twilight haze raining powder black. Stare at your reflection through the glass. You give me the face you have when you're in love, and I'm missing the moment while wondering if I remember it or if anybody does. I was 20 on the 110 out. There's no turning back now. 2017, all alone on New Year's Eve, throwing up on myself. Head spinning like wheels turning, throat burning, but I'm feeling myself. My eyes rolling euphoria, lose myself in this warehouse crowd. And I'm like 22 now. I feel better when in doubt. I'm off the grid for a while. I've been on tour for a while. I made like 200,000. I'm in a foreign city for the month. I got a visa for the Ria, me and her barely holding on. But that's what I do. Got so much to lose, or I'm riding around back in Amberwood, back in Amberwood, back in Amberwood. Can't believe we made it here all the way from a distant daydream. Vinyls hanging over my teenage bedsheets. I used to wake up and dream of Coachella. Knew I was different, no one would listen. Set my first mixtape for $5. I made like $5 off of them bitches. Perform at Crown Roost, 10 in attendance. South Pasadena, they treat all my records like dead ass. Rumors were spreading, started pretending I was one of them. I'ma start making music. Kids from back then hitting me up now. They say, what's up now, I hope you've been good. I heard your album, it got me through college. Surprised you're the one that made it Hollywood. You're the reason that I'm fucking depressed. You're the reason that this hole in my chest. A boy that cannot feel but help me make checks. I helped you heal, how can I rest? Came a long way from not working with BH. Driving to South LA when they would need me. Phone had no data, I call on the freeway. Mom told me exit, I'm figuring I beat it. Ian gave me a platform and I used it. No one believed, had to go out and prove it. Now I've been taught millions, listen, and I won't stop till I got more. Bitch, I'm a fraud, bitch, they adore me. Haven't got a tester, but I can afford it. You can't ignore it. How many late nights in this life I stayed up recording? On a one-way flight to Quad to meet rigged it. An hour short was ain't though on a whim. Up from Maddie to like 600 kids, ain't getting tattoos of all these hoes I did bad. Hey, yeah, I was just 17. I say your ass was high. I almost killed myself when I was 18. Wish I could tell me it's gonna be alright.
world saying this is fame and this is. But do they notice when you broke it? Do they feel it when your hope has been stolen? By uniforms, zero emotions. Atlas with the world up on his shoulders. Try to stay independent, stress enormous. Been selling dreams, LLC, baby, we own it. But still a little boy begging OF on mission. Nothing has changed, even if everything's different.
How I want you in this way of what I want. Spent my whole life walking uphill, should be easy, yeah, it's not. No, my dad and mom are proud of me, but I wish right from the start, if I could, I'd fall apart. But I'm too scared of the dark.
But yeah, it's been a while since I did this, and from the last rad10juan, I've I've started school again, and for almost all of break, I was like, for Christmas break, I was just like, I kind of just pushed it to the back of my mind that like, oh, school's starting. It didn't really hit me until I guess when school started, or when I was in school. The first day was pretty... first of all, throughout all of break, even before break, I've been procrastinating the fuck out of everything. It's really bad. I've never done this before. I had like a list of things I had to do. I had to get a haircut. I had to what did I have to do? I had to get advised from my classes to know what classes I was taking. I didn't even do that like the week before classes started. What else? I had to take the tint off one of my windows because I couldn't see through it. I couldn't see like my left window when I was driving. What else did I have to do? I had to do a lot of other stuff that I'm not remembering. I did not think about school at all. And I think a part of me feels a little jaded because like usually in the first day of classes I'm nervous. I'm like, fuck, you know? And you know, you have that first day feeling. And I always have that every fucking time. But this time, I felt like a little glimpse of it sometimes. But most of the time I was just like, I don't know, I just didn't feel like, I didn't feel nervous or scared that I was going to see anyone or like that I was going to mess up. Because I always think about that. What the fuck is wrong with me this time, you know? Because I do feel a little jaded, you know? I'm not even sad, per se. And there's like things that I could be sad about, but I genuinely don't feel... Okay, not to sound emo, but I don't even feel like nothing. I don't feel nothing. I feel absolutely nothing. I mean, I feel stuff, but it's just like, oh my god. It feels like I've plateaued and I you know? I don't know how to describe it. And it's either a good thing or a bad thing, because would I be rather really sad as fuck or really happy as fuck, or in the middle where I don't feel nothing? I don't know. And I'm not sure why I feel like this. And maybe it's just because I have been bottling stuff up and I have been not facing things emotionally, and you know, maybe it's has to do with school, maybe some other things in my personal life that we will get into, or you know, and maybe it's so much, you know, because ever since last semester I failed a couple classes and I felt really shitty about it. I felt like a fucking loser. Because when you fail, you literally feel like a failure. And I failed in the most dumbest ways, and I just stopped going, and that's when I started my procrastination. So I kind of just fell into this deep hole of it. And I'm like getting myself out of it now because, you know, kind of have to, but yeah, maybe that's where it started. But who knows, maybe this is all in my head and I'm schizophrenic. But yeah, I mean, I failed my classes last semester, most of them, and I don't know, some part of me is kind of hopeful because I can place regrade them, and sure, maybe I'm got a year behind in my classes, you know, maybe I prolonged myself, but I can, like, I have kind of hope that I can be a good student, you know, and I haven't been a good student since, like, 8th grade. That's a long time because, I don't know, everyone calls you a smart kid when you're little, but, like, it's not that hard. Okay, yeah, it's like fucking times tables, but I don't know, my parents always be like, oh, you're a smart kid. And my siblings were always smart too, and I don't know, it feels like the norm to be that way. But once, like, 8th grade hit, and I kind of hit algebra, and I started failing, and I was, like, failing it. I was fully failing it. And I think that's, like, the beginning of me being like, oh, if I fail this, no one's gonna give a fuck, you know? My parents didn't check my grades. So I was like, if they don't care, why the fuck should I care? And that's when it started. I know they would care if I was like, yeah, I fucking didn't get my diploma, but in the moment, they weren't like checking on me, being like, "You gotta wake up for Zoom." But my siblings they kind of helped me, and I think if it wasn't for my sister and I guess my brother, okay, I'll give my brother some credit because he drove me to school every morning, but sometimes, if it wasn't for them, I definitely would have graduated. Oh, because during COVID and then after COVID, everyone who was failing had to take summer school because of failing. Okay, but that was the littest fucking summer school ever. Hold the fuck up. It wasn't even that lit, but it was crazy. Okay, anyways. And I literally got like 3 credits in like 3 weeks. And that says a lot about the fucking school system, because what the fuck do you mean I got 3 credits in 3 weeks? And looking back, that was the best summer of my fucking life so far. Because sure, I had summer school, but I had a like 2-week period before summer school, and my whole group of friends would skate, and we would go to my friend's Noah's house Noah's grandma's house, and she had a pool, and we slept over like twice, and we like snuck out at 3 a.m. and like just walked around the park. And during that time, I was talking to a girl for the first time. I had my first girlfriend that summer. Yeah, sorry, that was a bit of a nostalgia trip, because I don't know, I haven't thought about that in a while. But ever since then, and after that, I barely passed high school. And I don't know, a part of me thinks I'm dumb, because I'm like, how the fuck do I barely, like, everyone just, it's literally the easiest thing ever looking back, but I wouldn't do my homework. I would just do the bare minimum. I would get 70s, 80s. The only thing I got 100s in were my graphic design classes. I didn't think I was going to go to college after that. But when you're in high school, you're forced to apply, and I think during February of 2023, maybe, yeah. It gives you the card that you got accepted, and it gives you how much you're going to get in from your first semester, and my mom was like, you gotta go to UTEP, which is not even like it's a 99% acceptance rate, so everyone can go there, so it's not even like a big deal or anything. But I don't know, it kind of changed how I saw my future going, and I was like, I'm going to high school. I'm going to college, fuck.
Why don't you come back? be. I know you still love me. It won't be easy. Don't mean it ain't meant to be. Whoa, that's what you need. I know you still love me. And it won't be easy. Don't mean it ain't meant to be. Whoa, Genevieve.
Okay. So randomly one night, I'm on a walk in the park, and I usually just talk into my phone and edit it, and next thing you know, I'm here. But one night I walk and I check my phone and I got a notification, and oh, who the fuck? I look and it shows X liked one of my Instagram stories. And I was like, huh? And it's not even like my account, it's my art account. And so you have to be, I don't really advertise that on my main account. So I'm like, how the fuck did you? And I was like, okay, whatever. I'm not gonna fucking do anything about that. Because she didn't even follow me. Like, I don't know, why'd you like that? What's the point of that? So I waited, and 2 days later I got the follow. Later, and then she texted me. She said, "Hi Juan, how are you doing?" Let me give you a quick history of this. We broke up 2023 of March of 2023. Why did I say it like that? And it's just been no contact since then. I texted her once, and during that, you're like, oh, I'm completely over this, so I can totally be fine with it, right? If I texted her. But like looking back then you think you're fully healed. And then you go even longer, and you look back and you're like, wow, I wasn't even that healed. By the way, she texted me on my birthday saying, hi, or like, happy birthday, Pookie. And I said, thank you. That's it. And so I was like, okay, I wasn't over it. So I was like, oh, maybe there's a chance. So on her birthday, I was like, happy birthday, Pookie. Trying to be funny back. And she sends a picture of her and someone that she was talking to, I guess. I don't know. And I was like, what the fuck, bro? Yeah, and I was like, why? Like, why? I still don't understand why she did that. Like, what? Are you trying to, like, get back at me for something? Or, like, what was the point of that, And it did hurt me, because I was like, damn. I wasn't over it at the time, and I was like, damn, you're just gonna show like someone you literally like not necessarily left me for, but just prove to my point, like, oh yeah, I'm lonely, you're out here thriving and stuff, and it's just like, damn, that kind of sucked. So that did hurt me. So yeah, that's the backstory, and that's the only times I've texted her, and also fuck, okay. But yeah, after that, I had a conversation with her, like a full-blown, seeing how our lives were going, and she kind of just, it kind of just died off, and she kind of left me undelivered, and I was like, okay. But we still followed each other. But one day she just unfollowed me, and took me off her following list too, so I was like, okay, I guess that's done. But I got this text, and now she's asking me how I'm doing, and I was like, should I even respond? So yeah, and I did respond, and I was like, hi, how you doing, Yeah, I'm doing good, and I was trying to be dry, but also, like, not being rude. But I was like, should I even give her the time of day? Like, why would you do that to me? Like, should I just show you, like, a girl, like, the girl I'm talking to? Like, would that be happy for you? Would that make you happy? But I just chose to have a normal conversation, and eventually I was like, I don't know, I just left her undelivered. I was like, what's the point of this? Like, what are you doing? Like, what are you trying to get from this, But yeah, and then I'm like, why? I'm just like wondering why. Why would you do this? Why would you come back into my life right now? Or even try to, For 3 years? and I did the sin. I did the deadly sin you're not supposed to do with your exes, guys. You go through their TikTok reposts. And that felt like a relapse, because I used to do that when we used to break up, when we first broke up. And yeah, and she reposts a lot about her life, which is not a diss, you know. Yeah, people, this is like my equivalent of reposting, so yeah. But like, I kind of put it together that she's had talking stages, she's had a boyfriend, I think. Now she's alone, you know. And it literally said on one of them, like, oh, just focusing on myself. And I'm like, oh, got you. You're just lonely right now. You're just lonely. I don't know. That's how it felt like. But I'm going to put this out there. Like, maybe I'm reading too much into it. She just genuinely wanted to see how I was doing. But the timing is kind of odd. I don't fuck with that. But yeah. And I'm like, wow, that's crazy. Is that really what the fuck you thought? Like every freaking choice you had is gone now, so you go back to me. And a part of me is like, of course when that happens, you're not gonna be like, oh, never, but you're kind of like, does she want to get back together? And am I willing to get back together? And it's always no. It's always a no. Because it's like, we broke up for a reason, and I think we're not, I don't know, okay, why am I going down this path? Like, I know for sure she wants to get back together or whatever. It just really bothered me, and it kind of brought stuff back up that I thought I was over. But like, why did you, that's why, because I'm like, why did you have to reawaken this shit in me? Like, I don't give that much of a fuck. And it sounds like, oh, I'm so fucking crazy and cool, but like, genuinely, I've accepted that I'm never gonna see you again. I'm never gonna talk to you again. We're never gonna have a connection like that again. Like, high school is fucking gone, bruh. And it was just like, I didn't even expect that, and it kind of just felt like backlash. Anyways, I've been going a long time for this one, so next track.
Ladies and gentlemen, McGee.
cars, right? I'm fucking scared. Oh, I'm about to get shot. I'm about to get shot in the fucking head. Another one, bro. What's going on? We got fucking Tokyo Drift out here. We got freaking Speed Racers. We got Speed Racers. But yeah, I'm just tired of thinking. And I'm tired of that. I'm tired of freaking thinking about my past. I want to move the fuck on. I want to move on from my past. A part of me thinks like maybe that is me trying to run away more that I already do. Trying to run away from my past life. And it definitely is. I definitely want to run away from this whole thing. I want to run away from Texas. I want to run away from my family. I want to run away from my friends. And I want to start a new life. And I know that sounds fucking cliche and that sounds fucking dumb. And it's fucking dumb because I know when I do it, I'm going to feel even worse, you know? Like, where the fuck am I? And like, who the fuck am I? But like when I go on vacation, when I went to vacation in Alabama, and it felt good to not give a fuck. And when I go to UTEP and I meet freaks of nature, it feels like I belong there, and it doesn't feel, I don't feel like, it feels like I can be me. But when I go outside and I go out here, I'm like constantly subconscious because I'm like, yeah, I don't have fucking cowboy boots, I don't have a fucking mullet, I don't have, you know, I'm not like a real Mexican. Maybe I will never find a place where I fully belong. And maybe that is my fault, you know? Because this thing where I get new friends, and I decide in my head that they hate me. And you know what? Maybe that's because I hate myself. Ooh, that's a crazy thing to think about, huh? Maybe the key to me finding where I belong is to accept myself first. And then find the people who accept me too. I don't know. Who fucking knows? I don't know. That doesn't sound right. Yeah, and it just kind of made me realize. It just made me think about stuff and made me think about how to get out of here. How to get out of college. How to get out of Texas. And maybe move to Seattle, because I don't think New York is the best choice. After chasing moving trains, I wanted to move to New York, but maybe that's not the greatest thing. I had to go visit really quickly, and then now I've decided if I can move out there. Guys, comment below if you're an adult who's fully had their life planned out. Please comment below how the fuck I get out of Texas and how to get out of poverty and how I can make a life for myself. Thank you very much.
If I could help myself, man, just I would.